The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, at home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Falcons will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Nevada's offense will get the football first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on second and short. Wants to throw. It's Purdy. Firing to the right, complete. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's talk for a second about Nevada. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a three-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Got his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So Air Force's offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback will keep it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Dropping back, it's Purdy. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
To the air on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He's going for it all. Intercepted, number 19. He was looking for room to return that. Hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Gets the back moving. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Wants to adjust the pattern. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points in.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll leave it with him. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Running with the fullback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the break. It's Nevada holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They want to run this quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Got it behind the line. It's Latham. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
But and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you can tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
That's caught. It's Brown. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Nevada will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Falcons line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Carson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He might want another play. They'll go right back to him. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got it in the middle. It's Henry. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
This Nevada offense really has it going.
Here we go.
They're going to run it. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on second and short. They'll go to the ground. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on second and short. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Woods. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Nevada comes to the line on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On the option. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up second and 9. The Falcons will hustle to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Falcons come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Give to the fullback. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spiked it and stopped the clock.
No gain on the play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Nevada set to kick off to start the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a swing.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. There he goes. The tag. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Air Force.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll run this play from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Woods. Oh, he's got some space. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll try the run. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Offense gets set for second down. They'll keep it on the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Ashley. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on second and long. Back to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Making side adjustments here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Wide open downfield. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Ashley. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Just going to keep it after the snap. Turning it on. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Falcons look to keep this drive humming. Rides the back on the option to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Under fire. He's going to take off. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Falcons will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long... There he goes! After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The give to the left. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, though.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get some. Gets loose in the middle. Touchdown, Falcons. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, keep it? Throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the big fullback. Powers through the defender. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The give to the back. Guard running there. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to.
He's got it on the outside. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Gets it past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Air Force. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead, and this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Nevada comes to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his back in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Sends it back in motion. Third down play from the gun. Zings it complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Got all 3 timeouts left in your back pocket. You're down in possession here late in the fourth quarter. You do not have to kick an onside kick. If you trust your defense, you use your timeouts wisely, you can have a lot of time left on offense to go and win this game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here comes the option. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And wings it incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here. But if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The quarterback takes a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really happen? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those.